Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Tim
That's me.
and Bill.
I do not want to count 1,000 leaves.
Have you ever read the... No, probably not. We're talking 1,000 Leaves. This is Sonic Youth Sunday. Every Sunday we do a Sonic Youth record. If you've been following
There's a bunch
along,
of them.
thank you guys. Are you just watching the Sonic Youth and then just telling us to fuck off for the rest of the week when we're
Hope, yeah,
talking?
hopefully they're standing in the corner with their arms crossed, telling us everything that we're missing and or not doing correctly.
I hope so. Where my Sonic Youth
Yeah,
fans at? Come help defend us.
right. Better be wearing a beret if you want us to take you seriously.
Right. I mean, we're trying to bust through that Motley Crue brain. We're not having any good luck. All right, 1,000 Leaves. God damn it. I'll start this one off, I guess. 1998. I graduated that year. I got this on CD. I got it on vinyl. Against Sexism. I love the lyrics. It's haunting lyrical delivery. But it's almost like Sonic Youth are going back to the beginning with the artsy Velvet Underground New York poetry. 1,000 Leaves for Your Disguise to Fall On. Sunday, I Don't Give a Fuck, top song contender. I first heard this on the Suburbia soundtrack, which I got a story to tell about that off camera to you guys. Top
That's how
tier.
every suburbia story starts.
Yes, yes. I have memories tied to this one. It's a simple main riff, but both the tone of the guitars and Thurston's voice is just so fucking dreamy. And then from dreamy to female mechanic now on duty, it's dirty, ugly guitar sound just works. Kim has been screaming this message from the rooftop since the 80s, and yet it's still going unheard of almost 2 decades later. I love the modern women cry, modern women don't cry over the feedback and the one note strumming. Ironically, Spin's review attacked her vocal performance on this album. Go figure. Wildflower Soul, the time changes here. Kim's backing vocals. One where the drumming stands out, I think, the most on the album. It's one of the shorter songs, but it has some of the most interesting changes throughout it. It's just beautiful. It's noisy. It's chaotic. I love it. Hoarfrost, another Lee Ronaldo song. You can just visualize the song, like him walking in the woods with his girl. It's sweet. It just suffers from lingering around a little too long, which is my issue with most of this album. French Tickler, a lot of great shit. I love the riffs. It's always a treat when Kim gets loud. Hits the Sunshine. Thurston sounds really chill, but I've never been big on this one. I wish Wildflower Soul was 10 minutes long instead of Hits the Sunshine. Karen, kind of the same. It does get really good. It just takes a very long time to. I actually like the musical instrumentation of the back half more than the beginning with the lyrics. Again, though, the last 2 minutes could have been removed. The Ineffable Me, second best song on the album after Sunday. Your Once and For All means shit to me. Kim's vocals, it's like on the brink of cracking. It sounds so good. The random noises she makes at the end, it's fucking classic. It sounds like it's like the perfect length for a song. It doesn't overstay its welcome, which is a lot of the songs on here. Snare Girl, 9 times out of 10, I'll stop the record after track 9. Snare Girl just kind of happens. The lyrics are sweet, but there's nothing here that makes me want to go back to it. And Heather Angel, the exact same notes. Great lyrics, but not a song I'd ever go back to. And Moist Vagina, it's a Nirvana cover. Kim's on vocals. Fuck, I wish it would have been on the record. But whatever. It's 1,000 Leaves. This is a band that had too much time in the studio with no time crunches, I think.
I mean, I can follow that up unless you want to, Bill.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it starts off a little slow, definitely poetry hour. The contralist sexism. I mean, it is just a kitten after all, so there's nothing to be afraid of. But yeah, it's not. I would say not their best opener. Sunday, however, is kind of like a really good late '90s pop rock song. A lot of really interesting note choices being used that shouldn't work, but they somehow do. And then yeah, female mechanic on duty. It's long and drony. Um, it's it's passable. I wouldn't say it's a highlight or a low light. Wildflower Soul sounds like when the grunge kids discover the Grateful Dead. Hoarfrost just kind of happens for me. Tied. There's going to be one more here for the lowest point on the album. Um, and who knows? Maybe the more I hear this, the better it gets. But upon first listen, definitely a low point. French Tickler. They definitely picked the energy up on this. It's still pretty mellow. This is a surprisingly mellow album throughout,
Very,
even with
very
all the
mellow.
noise. Even with all the noise passages, it's very mellow.
Very
French
mellow.
Tickler though has some energy to it. Hits the Sunshine for Allen Ginsberg. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes long, but like especially the back half really worked for me. I thought that out. I might be a high point on the album, but I might say second best song on the album. Um, Karen Coltrane. Yeah, Jason kind of hinted that a lot of these songs kind of drone on too long, and this is definitely one of those that gets very repetitive. I do like the harmonics. Like it's a cool little passage, but you don't need 6 minutes of it. Um, you know, it's like, yeah, it's cool, but it just goes on way too long. The Ineffable Me. I'm gonna say this is the best song on the album. I'm gonna say it's the best Kim song that she's had in a few albums. This is classic stuff here. It's bizarre, it's bouncy. The vocals do remind me of a noisy Kurt Cobain impression at times. There's a lot of inflection there, of like a Mexican seafood or something.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, at the end, it kind of does sound like Kurt
Yeah,
Incesticide. Like,
yeah. Um, Great song, top song contender. And then Snare Girl, kind of that's the one that kind of ties with Warfrost for me. It's just kind of there. It doesn't really do anything. And then Heather Angel really takes the whole poetry corner, Velvet Underground, drony, feedbacky, whatever you want to vibe, whatever you want to call it, and cranks that up. Um, just when the point where you're just like, it's time to go hang out with the cool kids outside. They do turn this into like a pretty ripping song. I thought the back half was really cool. And in that regard, it might be the best album closer they've had
ooh,
in a really long time. Um, so yeah, I think like especially comparing it to Washing Machine, and I don't want to say too much without giving it away, but like it takes a lot of things from Washing Machine and does it in a different way that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, much like on Washing Machine. Um, so yeah, we're just in a really interesting time period for this band, I think, and there's still yeah, there are some moments here that harken back to the very early stuff. There's also stuff here that sounds very dated in that it is that late '90s post Nirvana. Yeah, this is still weirder than Lit or Finger 11 or any of those terrible radio bands. This has still got a lot of the street cred or whatever, but it's still kind of bordering on that almost adult contemporary mellowness.
it's mellow, but it's like artsy. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, it's
gonna get.
still
I mean,
very
they
noisy.
tried. They did a Sunday radio edit version. Like that was the single, and Macaulay
Okay.
Culkin was in the video.
Sure.
But by '98, I mean Korn and The
Yeah.
Offspring and
Yeah.
Green
And it was
Day and
also a lot of boy band stuff going on. Britney Spears.
yeah, like they just again they were not being picked up anywhere really.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, this was definitely not in the mainstream um, zeitgeist. But as far as yeah, what the cool kids are doing, and especially I can see um, going into the next decade, into the 2000s, where yeah, there's a lot of cornerstones here of what bands like the White Stripes or the Strokes
Modest
or
Mouse.
yeah, yeah, a lot of those bands are going to take a lot of stuff from this album and definitely water it down. But you could tell like this is
They're also
you know
parents here. Like they've matured a
sure.
little bit. Like Coco Haley's been born.
Hmm.
They're growing up.
They're domesticating.
They're domesticating.
And yeah, like you mentioned, it is their own studio, so you have the luxury of no time constraints, which can lead to, um, I don't know. I mean, every time I've been in a studio, you're very much on a time constraint, and you're trying to get in and out as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
They took their time with this. I mean, they put out
Yeah.
like 3 albums, like in different, like on their own label because they had their own label at the time.
Hmm.
And I didn't put those as notable releases just to save Bill the. I mean, there's literally a track where they threw the guitars in the room, hit the drum set, closed the door, and recorded it for I don't know how many minutes, and that's the track. I saved you from that.
It's appreciated.
And yeah, having your own studio fosters that kind of randomness, experimental, just hit record,
Yeah,
and then it is kind of up to you to filter it,
and I think a
which is
lot of
tough
that
because
carried.
obviously they're all your babies, so
I think a lot of that carried over into this record with the just how much they give you on this. I mean, this is a
sure,
double album. Like this isn't Daydream Nation. This is it feels a lot longer than Daydream Nation.
it does for sure, but it also it feels just as consistent though.
It's consistent, sure.
Yeah,
It just depends on what you want out of a record, I guess.
right.
Well, Bill hated it.
I mean, to put it succinctly, yeah. Um,
Woo!
That's because you're
I
sexist. There's no Nickelback banging 18-year-old girls, here. You're just sexist. This is a very pro-feminist record. Hashtag Wild Bill sexist.
Damn, are you gonna take that, Bill? You gonna sit there and
no
take
matter
that?
what, no matter how I respond to that, it could be viewed negatively here. I mean,
Mm. Comments? No,
I
go ahead.
mean,
Sorry.
For the record, I don't believe that to be the case.
No, no. No, not at
We are
all.
like,
only, having fun joshing each other and occasionally agreeing.
Yeah.
so I mean, like, like I just struggled this album just between the instruments was almost impossible for me to get past, honestly.
Oh,
And then the vocals for me, I don't think this was Kim or Thurston's best vocals at all on any of these, really. Um, I mean, yeah, they were doing stuff, but like it was nothing that I enjoy listening to. Um, a lot of things that you guys kind of point out, like female mechanic, like yeah, it got super drony. Like I just, I was like, oh, maybe I'll no, really not liking it at all. Um, say there for me, there was nothing on here that like I there wasn't anything I could even like, oh, I might potentially go back to this song. No, like this was reminded me a lot like when I listened to Confusionist Sex, that debut album. Like I
It definitely sounds like a polished version of that in a way.
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
I agree there. Yeah.
and might be the fact that it's this late that the fact it's a polished version of that. I'm like, oh, Clay, that's not helping per se at this point. I mean, I
Well, it's
said,
been almost 20 years since
Yeah, yeah. And
Confusion.
even artsy fartsy bands like Sonic Youth can fall into, pitfalls and traps of repeating themselves and or playing it safe.
I mean, I
I
guess I just like we went from Goo to Dirty to Jet Set to Washing Machine, and we went to 1,000 Leaves. Like, I mean, I could see how you progress
Like
to
it's
it, but
been a
like,
good run, but time to call it a day, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
imagine imagine in 1995, 96, and you fucking love Washing Machine. You wore the cassette out,
Sure.
and you
Yeah.
grow up, and you're about to graduate high school, and you're like, you got a CD player now. You've done moved up, and you're like, Sonic Youth's putting out a new
To the
record,
east side.
and
Yeah.
you get 1,000 Leaves, and I mean to
It's a challenging
say
record. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a
I don't
very
know if 18 is the right age to take this in, unless you're uber cool.
I mean, this record is a very. It's a not to hijack you, but if
you're
I'm going to
fine.
listen to Sonic Youth, there's other records I'd reach for. But if you want a chill, throw in the background after you've went outside and smoked a couple cigarettes, it's good for that. But at the same time, there are other records that are better at that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Hell, there's better Sonic Youth records that are better for that.
Well, who's got the dot? Or does Bill have more to go? Or we cut him off?
I really have nothing much to say about this one.
I love it, but it's a time and a place type situation. I believe I have the dot, which is why I'm giving away so much.
Yes, you do.
I think this is an easy number 11 for everybody.
Incorrect for me.
Okay. Going over the first one.
See, that's the thing. I think you might be incorrect for me as well. I gotta think about it though.
Oh, you're waiting for. Because you just said what you just said. You
Well,
basically
I
said the
mean,
first album was better.
well, I mean, no, it's first. This is like a polished version of that first
Oh,
album. Like I get that, but it's like, so it's conflict of okay, polished version of the first album versus this is album number 11.
right. Which is
Like
my.
it's
That's.
like it's which one of those am I going to weigh more? The fact
Okay,
that they polish it
if
up, or
Motley Crue tried to like redo their first record, which one would you hold higher? You
first
know,
one.
I'm just saying. All right, well, there's no way it beats the Whitey album.
It ain't beating Washing Machine though.
You're asking me, huh?
Yeah. Let's get to you first here.
I'm looking at my notes, and I think you're gonna have it too low.
Well, how high do I gotta go here? I'm already. It ain't better than Daydream Nation.
I think it's going better in Daydream Nation.
Jesus fucking. Now you're trolling. It's
No,
not
it
better than
does.
Bad
I
Moon
think they're
Rising
very
though.
similar. I think they're very similar albums,
Oh
and
no.
I reserve the right to pull a mulligan. I'll go back and compare these two specifically, but
Yeah,
just
you do.
based on my notes, I think I enjoyed this one more.
Okay, not more than Bad Moon Rising.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a different color
That makes
bracket.
no fucking sense. All right, Bill. How high you going now?
11.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just me. It's me with the hot take. I can see where no, that there's a lot of good stuff to this album. Yeah, does it go on a little long? Um, yeah, but so have the last couple.
Stick
Really
around.
sends Nation.
NYC Ghost and Flowers is next.
I can't wait.
Oh, God.
Uh, yeah, we've entered a new period. Like this is the tour where they lost their instruments and had to start over. And
Oh, that's a bummer, especially right after you get the studio.
yeah, so stick around. NYC is next. World Playlist Link channel. If I haven't said it, I can't remember.
But you already know because you're here
You already
listening
know.
to A Thousand Leaves with us.
You've already liked and you've already subscribed, and you're checking out A Thousand Leaves.
You've already told your coworkers and your aunts and your grandmas and your local mail carrier.
Don't worry, I'll have a different color than Bill for that one, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out how many colors I want to go with.
It depends on how many. It depends on what color Umaguma turns out to be.
The race is on.
Stick around.
How many we got left on each? We'll find out after the. We'll find out how.
No, we're at the back half. We're at the.
Yeah, we're at the back half on both of them.
Yeah,
so.
we got 5 left. So, Pink Floyd, stick around, like, subscribe. We'll get to them by December.
It'll be a fun one.
It'll be a fun one. It's good. As always, be safe and what, Tim?
I mean, if you're going to listen to Sonic Youth, go listen to some Pink Floyd because they do parallel each other quite often. I think you'll like them both.
Well, some people like one more than the other.
Well, sure.
Not me and Bill. We got red shirts. We're matching. Our color code for both bands will match as well.
Actually, my shirt's more orange.
Oh, this argumentative motherfucker. Benevolent ass bitch.
That's orange, man. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know where to cut this one. Right now it's fine.
Bright ass orange.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Yo, come back now, you hear?